1, 2, 3, funk it.
Hello guys, hello everybody, welcome back. I am Anna and today we're going to be reacting to episodes 17 and 18 of the second season of Arrested Development. This is it, this is the finale of this season. I am so excited and so nervous. I know they're gonna rock this, they've been rocking it for 2 seasons. So yeah, let's watch this.
Well, your family did not come off well on last night's Scandal Makers.
Scandal Makers was a show that reenacted headline-grabbing stories. The latest was about the Bluth family, the rights of which had been signed away by Tobias in exchange for the part of George Sr.
You know, he's never taken me anywhere. Oh, no. We have to live high and dry.
Well, you're certainly not dry. Michael, I'm not a prude, but it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Is your mother drunk?
I'd have to get up pretty early to get drunk by 1 o'clock.
As it turns out, she had gotten up early and had taken pain medication because of a hangover-related headache. However, she mistook the drowsy eye alcohol warning for a winking eye alcohol suggestion. Fortunately, she had the good sense not to drive herself to the meeting.
No, I'll call for a car.
Unfortunately, this was after a failed attempt to do so.
I mean, I couldn't afford to end up on Scandal Makers.
Oh, you can afford to do anything you want. You're just a big chicken. A-goodle-doodle-doo. A-goodle-doodle-doo.
Another chicken! Oh my god.
Guys, what could she do to us? Do you have anything single, Mom?
And although the intervention didn't work,
I think you have a problem.
You're a mess.
Professional opinion.
it turned into one of the Bluth family's better parties.
Or 2 flubs or whatever.
There were 7 flubs, and after the show, he signed a release.
Now, you're not going to use the time that I screwed up, right?
That wasn't part of the act? Oh, come on, man. I'd never do anything to embarrass you. Please.
Oh.
You don't know Good Bird Hospital, do you?
You're getting all this right.
But this perplexed the Scandal Makers audience due to the unfocused nature of the narrator's explanation.
No, I think mine's worse. You should have seen what happened to me on the boardwalk today. They were laughing at me. Me!
Those tapes are awful. Women tricked into taking their tops off. I have a daughter I don't want corrupted by the media.
Unbeknownst to Lindsay, Maybe was a fairly
Maybe
prominent
he's the
member
media.
of the media.
It's a spring break movie. Get down there and find out what they sound like.
Oh, yeah, right. Do you really think I look college-aged?
I'm not drunk, but I'm willing to be. Hint.
Oh, Marge, you're gonna be so easy to blackmail. Hint.
I love Mamie so much.
You're a surfboard. But I do agree, he is a pig. Hey, what the hell was that for?
Well, she won't go willingly, I can tell you that.
May I make a suggestion? Get implants. Really. What? Come on! This stuff is expensive!
I don't think I was supposed to drink with my medication.
Actually, it wasn't even her medication.
Of course, I can't take Oscar. This isn't the spa!
Come here. Wait, get her. Come here, Mom. We gotta run her.
As Michael's mother was being held against her will, George Sr. was about to be confronted with a similar problem.
Kitty, how'd you find me?
I thought you were dead until I saw Scandal Makers.
I want the hot chick to serve me.
What other words would you use to describe her?
She's 15 and she's my cousin.
So?
So you can't touch your cousin, my cousin. All these guys would be coming on to her.
Yeah, you really dodged a bullet there.
We have hats. You have breasts. You show your breasts, you get a hat, okay? So if anybody wants to get back at Daddy, now's the time. Woo! Wait.
I want to be idolized.
Yeah,
Oh, stop it. You've got nothing to gain from that.
It's easy for you to say. You already have a hat.
you do. Yeah! Come on, girl!
This is no way to get your daddies to notice you.
Nearby, Lindsay's own daddy failed to notice her.
Never promise Crazy a baby.
George Sr. was abandoned, and restless, Buster went to the kitchen to find something to help him sleep when he came across Lucille's emergency stash of wine, which he mistook for a giant juice box.
Mama's all alone.
It was the first taste of alcohol Buster had.
We love this song. We love that song.
She did seek help. And it was extremely moving when she finally admitted that she has a problem.
We'll take good care of you here at Shady Pines.
I'll take care of you, you son of a...
You're a good kid. Let's make the deal. Oh, great. I've got paper.
Michael! Remember me?
Oh my god.
Perhaps this will jog your memory.
Oh, they're crooked.
Spring break.
For the first time, I realized that maybe I am better off without her.
Yeah, well, we got to bring her back.
Oh, thank God.
Problem is, I just checked her into rehab. They're not exactly going to let me check her out and take her to a bar. So, Job, I need you to help me sneak her past the guards.
Well, gee, I didn't think the woman I'd be checking out at spring break would be Mom.
She's better looking than the whores you date.
Don't call my escorts whores.
That is a great social statement. I shall get the video camera. This is ripe for parody. This is ripe!
He just wants to see boys' Linuses. Oh, God.
I've been drinking since before you were born. So if alcohol's the reason I'm here, I got news for you, bub. It's the only reason you're here, too.
Hey, you're mean sober, too. Listen, I need your help. Kitty has shown up, and she got a hold of Dad.
She found him in the attic. They had a rerun of Scandal Makers last night. Everybody figured it out. You're sending me into a bar? Are you sure you can trust me to make decisions for myself? I want to spend spring break with you.
You have high self-esteem, right?
I'd like to check my uncle in for rehab.
I thought we were buying me some pants.
Oh, of course you think that. You're high as a kite. He needs help. And he needs help. He needs help. Oh!
I want what's due to me, a blue sun. And I know you have the material.
Kitty was right. Soon, news came out that the drug, although somewhat successful, wreaked havoc on the central nervous system.
He won't touch me. He said he doesn't cheat on his wife anymore.
He said that? I'll drink you for it.
Oh, I heard you don't handle your booze so well anymore.
So this should be easy for you.
We take it in, switch it with the one from the photo, and get out of there. Kitty comes back, everything's normal. It's like we were never there.
But Dad's gone.
Long gone. But it buys us all the time in the world. I got it back, Mikey. The self-confidence. I am a magician.
I'm saying when Kitty comes back...
I am a worthless magician.
Not true.
No, I can't even do one simple
please.
trick. I'm covered in
Don't say that
sweat.
about yourself.
Look at
It's a
me.
great trick. Would have been flawless if you had a decoy dad, too.
Damn it.
We
I
do
used a guy
have
who
a
looked just
decoy
like him on
dad.
my last paint switch.
We had a decoy dad.
Lucille, minutes out of rehab, was engaging in a drinking contest at the behest of her son. While right outside the bar,
I know what the shape of a banana reminds you of, and I know that when I say nuts, it makes you giggle. But do you have any other response to here's a banana with nuts? Why are we even going after this idiot demographic?
Maybe don't you get it? They're not even eating these. They just like saying bananas and nuts, and I won't tell you why. That's your father's job.
Come on, let's see how you feel about what you're packing.
You're never nude? You're asking girls to take their tops off, but you can't even be naked? I gotta get this.
I'm back in the cutoffs. Lindsay.
I didn't see the convention.
No, I was in Germany. I teleconferenced in.
Oh, did you go to the seminar?
Dad?
What the hell are you doing?
Swallowed a key just in case I ended up doing a show. That was a horrible magician.
Still you.
But I hate to see guys treat you like this. You're better than that. To me, anyway. You're awesome. No, I was gonna say you're like this flower, and I know it's springtime, but I'd hate to see you get plucked by someone who doesn't even care that you're blossoming.
That's what I've been waiting to hear.
maybe was referring to the dialogue, but George Michael had just rediscovered his feelings for his cousin.
Hi, Ann. It's George Michael Blue. When you get back into town, we should talk.
And Job had finally overcome his own low self-esteem.
Hey, aren't you that magician who always embarrasses himself?
Not anymore. Not anymore.
And that's how you narrate a story.
Suck it.
After all the trouble that we went through to switch out the coolers with the one from the banana stand.
The one in the freezer? I was storing very important things there.
And Kitty finds what she's been looking for.
Oh my god. Like, but they're like, why would they want a kid now? Why would they want the sperm? Why would they, like, what are they saving it for? Are they seriously gonna have another kid at their age?
Okay, I checked underneath and there is a problem. You know, this isn't a real house.
It's a model house.
Well, the drain pipes aren't hooked up. Just empty under the house. Plus, there's a whole lot of blue paint down there.
And some pieces of denim?
Yeah.
We got a guy like that here.
Well, that's why your living room is sinking. And I think the city's gonna have to red tag it.
The city is sending out an inspector. They're going to be crawling over every inch of this place. You're going to need to leave.
Well, where the hell you want me to go, Michael? Back to your mother's? I believe there's a freeloading loser in my bed.
You know, Buster's just lost a hand, Dad. He's going through a lot.
I'm talking about Oscar.
Oscar had gotten injured on a shoddy device George Sr. had invented when he forgot Buster was wearing a prosthetic hand.
No, never. I can't go back to the joint. No, I can't not go back there.
Hey, do you remember that French movie we tried to sneak into once? You know, Dangerous Cousins?
No, why did we? Why? I don't remember that. No.
George Michael remembered very well. In fact, he currently had a copy of the DVD hidden in his sock drawer.
Oh.
Kind of.
It wasn't great, and maybe knew it. The studio at which she'd finagled a job had hoped to avoid controversy by artlessly explaining that the two leads weren't biological cousins.
Shut up and kiss me! Where is everybody?
They've been fired. And you've got to fix this, sir. You're going to be fired, too.
If it maintains any of the complex eroticism of the French original, anyway. I like the way they think.
It saddens me greatly to say to you that I can no longer work at the Bluth Company. You've been a great boss.
Sorry, Tobias, do you work here?
Do I work? I developed an eating disorder being your assistant, Michael.
I never saw you at the desk.
Well, excuse me if I was too busy on my knees in front of the toilet, Michael. I have a tremendous opportunity now that the Blue Man Group has dropped their cease and desist and invited me to audition in Las Vegas.
Oh.
Also, I've developed some issues with food.
I'm sorry to interrupt one more time. Is this the real Blue Man Group this time? Plus, Dad will not leave the attic, which means he's going to get caught by the inspector, which means I'm going to get caught for hiding him.
Well, why don't you get Job to do your dirty work for you? Shall I knock Dad out and chain him to a pipe somewhere? Or should I risk another herpes outbreak with Kitty?
Job had recently made a recording of his ventriloquism act.
Franklin comes alive.
He hoped it would break down racial barriers and maybe be a crossover hit.
Easy being white. It ain't easy being.
The reason I didn't say anything is because I didn't want to embarrass you, pal. It's my favorite record.
Well, and you? We'll do your dirty work for you, Mikey.
Bonding.
You leave the rough stuff to... You remember Franklin?
Hey, Franklin.
My man, how about some tongue?
But Franklin didn't want to kiss at all. Job had soaked the puppet's mouth in ether.
We'll stay here and get back together. Or stay together and either rekindle or fan this fire.
Do you forgive me?
And he decided to let himself off the hook using his ventriloquist skills.
I cherish you, Job. Come here and give me a kiss. I'm driving, Dad. No.
I think what happens is that when I don't have a man in my life, I tend to go a little crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm keeping it together now, and I wanted to tell you I'm not going to try to hurt you guys anymore.
Don't suppose I could get that in writing.
You did try to blow me up on a boat.
Sorry about
Just don't piss me off again.
that.
Oh, no, I just came by so that you could say goodbye to these.
No.
Oh, no.
The last time you're going to be seeing these for a while.
How ironic. I just found out I'm staying. We take these back.
Okay, let's just all put our tops down. Let's just put them on down. You're not going to Vegas?
Why can't I meet someone like you?
And Michael decided that he better keep Kitty occupied with a man, at least until after his meeting.
Hey, gang, I got an idea.
Officers! Michael, these men are here just a little bit early because we have photographic evidence which discredits the affidavit you just signed.
Are those balls?
Because the last time we were here, they were balls.
These are not balls. This was taken with a traffic camera. It shows you in your car with your father within the last 24 hours.
I can't go out tomorrow night because there's this movie premiere that, and it's kind of racy, but I thought...
Oh, the cousin one. Yeah, I can't believe it. I was just gonna ask you to go.
Really? You want to see that?
No, I want to get the whole gang from the church group together. Yeah. We're gonna pick at those bastards.
George Michael
Bastard sauce!
and the promise of another kiss was too enticing to turn down.
Well, yes.
Oh, I'm so forgetful. I hope you don't get that from me.
Get that from you.
Do you feel okay?
Why can't the girl at work do it?
Tobias? I sent him on a date with Kitty to keep her off our backs.
Well, you better hope Lindsay doesn't find out. She'll be devastated.
Find out what?
Your husband's dating Kitty, the whore.
Yes. It's horrible.
Do I know my daughter? She only wants what she can't have.
Since you're devastating people, go ahead and tell Job that I'll be telling the cops that it was him in the truck.
Franklin, you've ruined the act, Job.
And Lucille confronted Oscar.
You told him you were his father?
I did no such thing.
You're high.
You're drunk.
Not this time.
We've had this
I've
fight
had enough
before.
of you. So say goodbye to these because it's the last time.
Wow.
And Anne...
So I guess that means no kiss?
I'm not really in the mood for a kiss. This isn't Mark Cherry's house.
Oh my god, the way that he gets sad.
No, I mean, my dad is in jail?
Oh, I wouldn't worry about it. Barry's very good.
Okay.
I'm going upstairs to take a long shower. I
would
don't even
worry
want to
a
smell
lot.
like Mother anymore.
I don't think we're so...
I've pushed him right into someone else's skanky, bony arms. Well, let me tell you something, George Michael. You have to grab love while you have it. Don't let it get away.
Oh, there you are. Hey, George Michael.
Oh, maybe. Everything's fine. Your daddy's just out. Yeah, we're doing great. Mommy's gonna take a bath with a bottle of wine.
I don't know if we're supposed to use the
Thanks, buddy. Hey, look at that. We didn't get swallowed up into hell.
And that's when George Michael finally got close to Maybe, who, by the way, might not be his biological cousin.
Dad's gonna be crushed.
You don't have to tell him.
But Job was referring to his own father, who he had hidden under the house.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
I am a little torn, you know. I mean, my father. I mean, he has created a lot of problems for the family, and by staying in the attic, he was ensuring that I would go to jail with him, but... Well, maybe I'm not so torn. Let's see.
Michael?
Hey, Job.
Barry?
Where's Dad?
Great news. Dad wasn't crushed to death.
Was there a risk of that?
Yes. Well, I handcuffed him under the house, but as it turns out, he got free because the pipes that I chained him to weren't connected to anything.
Oh, I'm not prepared for this case.
Then knowing you, I'm gonna have to wait for some kind of an apology.
Parkour.
I know you're in the middle of something, but I'm afraid I can't work for you today. I'm going to Vegas with Kitty.
But Lindsay wasn't about to lose her man without a fight.
Over my dead body.
So I'm turning myself in. I don't want you to come and visit me in prison this time. Because you deserve Oscar now.
I'm going to Vegas with Kitty.
In fact, Oscar was on his way out of town when he was approached by George Sr., who had just escaped from under the house.
I want you to turn me in so you can get the reward, so you can take care of the family.
Later, while George Sr. was shaving his unconscious brother's head, he wondered whether there really was a reward and if there was a way he could get it. But so it was Oscar who was going to be spending a little time alone in prison.
I guess Dad finally came through for us, huh? He actually made a sacrifice.
Wow.
We're brothers. We shouldn't be fighting. We cannot afford to lose each other, okay?
I can't. I already lost a brother today.
Franklin?
Well, I didn't lose him. But he's all puckered and white.
On the plus side, you can take him to lunch at the club now.
That's the exact kind of joke he would have loved.
Oh.
I burned them on a cornballer.
Oscar, robbed of his fingerprints, has difficulty proving his identity.
My hair's gonna grow back, you'll see.
And George Sr. turns out to be right about the effects of stress.
What the hell's happening to me? Why won't it grow back?
George Sr. sure as fuck has a lot of creative ways not to go back to jail, you know, like he's like the master of escaping. Like, wow. At this point, I am so impressed. Shocking to see that kiss between Maybe and George Michael, because we all knew about how he felt about her, but like, girl, she was leaning into it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm curious what they're going to take that. This season has given us so much laughs and so much chicken impressions. I remember that when we saw the impression together of Lindsay and Job just like going at it, I was like, this family has never seen a chicken in their life. And after seeing Lucille's impression of a chicken, I am more certain than ever. They've never seen a chicken walking, just like walking past right now. They've never seen it on TV. They have never experienced anything beyond a cartoon. I am 100% sure. What the fuck was that? Well, I am so fucking excited for the third season. That has... Next season is shorter, but not that short. It's 13 episodes. So we're gonna have a lot of fun as well. And I am excited to see how this is gonna jump on. You know, maybe new characters, new plot lines, new everything. So yeah, cannot wait to see this with you all next week. So this is it for today's video, guys. This is it for this season. Thank you very much to everybody who has been watching alongside with me. Have a great day, and I'll be seeing you around. Special thank you to David Cleveland, Eric, Sheriff JT, Tishir, Topher B, Les Reese, Thomas Yanes, and Zero Max.